What is a language, and what does it truly mean to learn one? A language isn't merely a collection of words and grammar. It's a tool through which we express our way of perceiving and thinking. It's the imprint of a culture, shaped by the lived experiences of its people, by the events that have molded their emotions, and consequently their soul. By soul, I mean what stirs within us, making us feel truly alive, the vibrant, flowing part of our being. Each language can be likened to a custom-made garment, tailored specifically to the culture from which it originates, reflecting that culture's unique and living essence. This is why learning a language different from our own means acquiring a new personality. Each language has its own character, its own energetic identity developed over time. Consequently, once we've genuinely absorbed the essence of another language, we manifest a different personality. Our facial expressions change, and we may even speak and behave differently when encountering the same situations, viewing them from the perspective typical of the culture whose language we're speaking at that moment. Many people claim, it's important to learn the culture as well as the language, which is true, yet often they view these as two separate elements that somewhat influence each other, an incomplete perception at best. Frequently, people just repeat this idea because someone else said it, and mentally it makes sense to them. Very few genuinely reflect on the profound link between these two aspects. In addition, there are many language teachers, often limited by the system itself, who struggle to convey something they may not have had the chance to explore deeply. Fortunately, there are exceptions. Language and culture are intrinsically intertwined, permeating each other so deeply that through language we perceive culture, and through culture we understand the logic behind language. Every language holds a unique vibration that can be felt and decoded. The real difference doesn't lie in the number of degrees or certificates obtained in linguistics or psychology, but in having embarked on a deep journey within ourselves, aimed at understanding and liberating our soul, which has been suffocated by mental constructs, a set of rules we faithfully follow but never truly observe or question. Everything our parents and teachers teach us becomes our religion. The quality or profound understanding of these teachings matters less than our obedience, and ideally, our unconditional acceptance. Liberating our soul allows us to reconnect with our sensitivity and perceive the world more clearly and profoundly. Knowing ourselves better helps us better understand the rest of humanity. It might seem strange or unusual to discuss these things in a language course, but we are studying a human language. Humans are part of nature, just as weight is part of lead. Everything we create, especially a language, which expresses our feelings and thoughts, bears nature's imprint, just as we ourselves do, although sometimes we forget this. Learning a language while seeing it almost as a being with its own personality allows us to fully grasp its meaning and unique essence, absorbing and making it part of ourselves. Approaching language study mechanically, almost mathematically, filled with fixed, standardized, and rigid patterns, will make the experience burdensome and fruitless. It's necessary to dive into its world and live it fully, following our emotions and guided by freedom. Observing it only through books or constantly holding on to something out of fear will only make us victims. Once we understand this, we realize learning a language is far more than just an educational process. It's a true adventure capable of offering us an infinite variety of emotions. Emotions suit humanity best. Our ability to feel emotions is innate, though humans aren't the only beings possessing this gift. Yet ironically, we are the only ones who perceive our emotions as problems rather than blessings. Indeed, since childhood, we're often taught to suppress our emotions, to control and suffocate them, especially as we grow older and face increased responsibilities like exams or work. Everything must conform to society's imposed framework. Freedom makes us real, unique, and original, but above all, it makes us human. Considering language learning solely as an academic topic is extremely limiting, robbing us of all the beauty this experience has to offer. Learning a language means learning art and science intertwined with history and psychology. It's an intimate and priceless experience, overwhelming and magical in the truest sense of the word, that enables us to break barriers within and outside ourselves and expand our world. It shapes us, granting deeper knowledge and mastery over ourselves. Self-knowledge is a source of inner light that lets us perceive the subtleties of the world, becoming our source of inner strength and confidence. Certainly, school can play a vital role, especially if teachers are enlightened, as they'll do their best to help us achieve the utmost from the experience. Yet much depends on us and the attitude we choose in approaching this adventure. You won't become a superhero after embarking on this experience. Such heroes exist only in comics. But if you live this experience the right way, you'll discover a part of yourself and the world around you that previously remained hidden. Brandon, July 2024.